Imagine a car that drives like an electric vehicle in the city. Silent, instant and smooth. But when you drive from Delhi to Jaipur, Mumbai to Pune or Bangalore to Coorg, you don't have to worry about the charging stops. Sounds like an hybrid? Well, BYD says it isn't. In fact, they claim they have built an EV that carries its own charger. And that's exactly what their new technology is all about. The dual motor intelligence technology. Today, we are breaking down what BYD's DMI technology actually is, how it works, and why it's different from conventional hybrids, and whether this could become the technology that helps millions of Indians transition to electric mobility. BYD recently showcased its global successful DMI technology in India. And this isn't some experimental technology. BYD has been developing plug-in hybrids since 2008. That's when the company launched the first mass-produced plug-in hybrid vehicle back then. And today, more than 8 million DMI vehicles have been sold globally, giving BYD over 35% of the market share of PHEV. But here's the important question. Why does India need another electrification technology when EVs are already growing rapidly? To answer that, we need to understand one simple problem. For many people, EVs are already perfect. If your daily commute is about 30, 40 or even 60 kilometers, a modern EV can handle it effortlessly. But there are still buyers who hesitate. What happens on a sudden long distance trip? What if charging infrastructure isn't available where you are going? What if you are buying only one family car? This is exactly the gap DMI is designed to address. Think of it as a bridge between the traditional petrol cars and fully electric vehicles. But unlike most hybrids, BYD starts from a completely different philosophy. This is where the things get interesting. A conventional hybrid is engine first. The petrol engine does most of the work, the battery and the motor simply assist. BYD's DMI technology flips that completely. In DMI, electricity comes first. The car tries to drive electrically whenever possible, while the engine only steps in when required. For example, imagine your weekly routine. Monday to Friday includes office commutes, school runs, grocery trips, around 40 kilometers per day. In a DMI vehicle, most of the journeys can happen in pure EV mode. No fuel consumption, no engine noise, just electric driving. But on Saturday, when you are heading 400 kilometers out of town, the system automatically adapts, and that's where the three operating modes comes in. First is the EV mode. The battery powers the motor and the engine stays completely off. This is ideal for city driving and daily commutes. Essentially, the vehicle behaves exactly like a pure electric vehicle. Mode 2 is series mode. Now let's say you are driving farther and battery level starts dropping. The petrol engine wakes up, but here's the twist. It doesn't drive the wheel. Instead, it works as a generator and produces electricity. That electricity powers the motor and charges the battery. The wheels are still being driven electrically, which means the driving feels remains very close to an EV. Now let's understand this with a real world example. Think of it as carrying a power bank for your smartphone. Your phone still runs on battery power, the power bank simply keeps recharging it. Third is the parallel mode. Now imagine you are overtaking a truck on highway or climbing a steep mountain road. You suddenly need maximum power. In this situation, both petrol engine and the electric motor work together. The engine can directly help drive the wheels while motor contributes instant torque. That's why BYD claims acceleration comparable to larger turbocharged petrol engine. Let's simplify everything. Scenario 1 is daily office commute of 40 kilometers runs like an EV. Scenario 2, weekend road trips of about 400-500 kilometers with no charging anxiety. Scenario 3 is highway overtaking, electric torque plus engine support. Scenario 4 is traffic jam, silent EV-like operation. And scenario 5 is family vacation of 1200 plus kilometers combined range. This flexibility is what makes DMI unique. The DMI technology is based on 6 pillars. First is fast, 0 to 100 kilometers in just 5.5 seconds. Second is savings, about 43.04% thermal efficiency engine and very low fuel consumption. Third is quiet, near EV-like refinement. Fourth is smooth, electric response without gear shifts. Fifth is green electric driving for a larger portion of the journey. And the sixth one is safe blade battery technology. So, is DMI the future? Not necessarily. Pure EVs will continue growing rapidly. But what does DMI offers is another pathway. A pathway for buyers who love the idea of electric mobility but they are still not ready to depend entirely on the charging infrastructure. In many ways, BYD isn't trying to make a better hybrid. They are trying to make an EV that never feels limited. And perhaps that's why the most accurate way to describe DMI isn't hybrid at all. It's an electric car that carries its own power backup plan. Would you choose a pure EV or a strong hybrid or something like BYD's DMI technology? Let us know in comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the automotive technology, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Evfy.